I mean, we've become close friends, I think, as well as sort of collaborative musicians. And the students all seem to be having a really good time musically, I think, and in all sorts of other ways.
Think about the students and how they've benefited from the programme. A key part of that experience for them, of course, has been the international placement, where they come to the UK and they're working alongside the RCM students who are studying in London. They get to participate in the full range of performance activities that our students are experiencing at that time, performing in the orchestras and the other ensembles that the college has, as well as working with RCM professors. So a really rich experience for them that has enabled them to move on to a whole different standard and level.
I was adjudicating the concerto competition last night, and standards are very high, actually, across a range of instruments. And I think that we want to promote a student initiative as far as we can. I think that that's going to be very important going forward, getting the balance between what we provide and what students come up with, because being an entrepreneur is very important for a musician, I think, in the 21st century. I'm sure that within this next 5-year period we'll be doing musical projects together in which we're playing simultaneously at one event, and the technology is moving very fast in that direction. We've got 60 nationalities of students on the premises, and we always feel that the students can learn a lot from each other, because music and music education has a different profile throughout the world. The East-West side of things is very important. It can be, I think, particularly for composers, we find, actually, when we speak to them over here. That's important. But we can always learn from each other. And I mean, the Royal College of Music can learn from the partnership as well as the local community here.
Students need to be entrepreneurs to be successful in a career as a musician. The digital economy has been growing, but also the creative economy as well. It's often difficult to measure because it doesn't have large companies associated with it. A lot of it is about self-employed work and initiative that graduates will be taking to establish their own businesses. But it's a very important part of the world economy, and it's a growing part of the economy as well. It's about skills, and it's about initiative and entrepreneurialism.
The curriculum's one thing, but the ability to go beyond it, I think, is very important as well. What we offer at the college is an holistic experience for the students that I think enables them then to pursue portfolio careers, which students increasingly want to do. Many of them don't want to sit at the back of an orchestra for 50 years. They want a range of activity. And this is about training students in performance, but educating them as well. And the Royal College of Music has always been a market leader in this respect, moving away from merely training people to play an instrument to a much richer environment, which might involve performance science, the whole business of developing careers that we help with. The whole musician is really being catered for.
We're training students who will be musicians in decades to come. They're just starting their careers when they graduate from us. We have to try and create flexible graduates who will be ready for whatever ways in which their career might develop over decades rather than just a few years.
I mean, that's a very important point about students thinking for themselves, I think. So not just being entrepreneurs, but really be able to think on their feet. And the thought that we add value to an individual, whatever stage they may be at, when they come to NAFA or to the RCM, they're going to leave a completely different person, much enhanced, we hope.